This is my unbiased comparison of the creation story told in the Bible and the creation story told in the Sumerian texts. I will show you how these two creation stories completely parallel each other in every aspect possible. In the biblical story of creation, God creates the first man, and his name is Adam. In the Sumerian story of creation, the Anunnaki create the first Homo sapiens sapien, and they name him Adamu, which means first man. It's ever so just peculiar that in Genesis 2:19, the first man is already called Adam without any previous reference to his name. But when it comes to Eve, there is a clear explanation of her name in Genesis 3:20. So my question is, how was Adam's name chosen? Was it chosen by himself or given to him by God? Or by who? Could Adamu just be an inaccurate translation to Adam and they just used the definition for red clay or made from earth to put into the Bible so that it went along with the verse, from dust you have come, to dust you shall return? Just like in the biblical story of creation where God created Eve by grafting one of the bones from Adam's rib cage, in the Sumerian story of creation, the way they created Homo sapiens sapiens was by taking some of the genetic makeup that the existing hominoids had on the planet and creating what we call in modern terms a zygote, and through vitro and fertilization were able to impregnate Isis with the first man, Adamu. In my unlicensed professional opinion, Genesis actually means generations of Isis, or gene assist. The reason it would be called gene assist is because that is what we did to the existing hominoid that we found on this planet. We genetically modified them and created what is now called Homo sapiens sapiens. And the third and final parallel would be where these stories all take place, in Eden. In the Christian text, Eden was the garden that Adam and Eve were created in. In the Sumerian text, Eden was the genetic modification facility that they worked on the current hominoids and where they created us, Homo sapiens sapiens. This video is not meant to offend anybody. I'm just pointing out parallels that I have noticed through my personal studies. And now we have to ask the question, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, go ahead and drop a like. Go ahead and drop a comment if you're like, oh, wow, those are some really huge comparisons. Like, it's almost the identical story. That's crazy. And as always, peace.